steamed about Lola Rabbit.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I took a nap before I got on here because I masturbated to a picture of old Lola Rabbit and I knocked myself out since we're doing it.
And then you woke up, you're like, I had a terrible dream that they turned Lola Rabbit into some dumb, frumpy bitch.
Yeah.
A horrible dream.
Yeah, they made Lola Rabbit looks like she runs a mic on the east side.
She really does.
Yeah.
She looks like she would go up after you at a mic and complain about your set.
And crush. Everybody just loves it.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. She looks like the kind of ugly woman whose set would be all about how hot she is.
Yeah, or about how hot she used to be.
It was funny. The director's like the comments in the article where he's like, I watched the original movie and I didn't like how like sexual she was, and I wanted girls to know that she was like competent and we can take her seriously. It's like, so you cut off her tits?
Yeah.
That's a weird message.
I mean, it's like
listen, little girls. You want to be a scientist? Gotta get those tits off.
They could have had me on board with this if the director's like, yeah, I watched the movie and I thought it was weird how they were like showing her belly and they made you want to fuck Lola Rabbit, and like I can't abide furries, so we cut that shit right out. Like there, you know what I mean? If he presented it like that, I'd be like, hell yeah, that's right, that's what we need to do. But because he made it about female empowerment, I'm like, no, put Lola Rabbit's pussy back in the movie.
Yeah. I will stand furries if I have to upset women.
Look at how
also,
far
I don't think women hate Lola Rabbit.
Do they? Yeah, I thought the women like loved Lola. I thought they were all about her.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea, but like,
I thought it was like the first time there was e-girl representation in a movie.
Yeah, you're right. Like, every girl online is like constantly posting their pussy.
Right.
Yeah,
and they learned it from Lola Rabbit.
They learned it from Lola Rabbit.
Yeah, dude. A lowly cartoon who started shaking her titties around, and before you know it, she's hanging out with Michael Jordan, which is that's every woman's dream.
That's a pretty good dream. Have you seen what the plot of this movie is?
No, I'm sure that it's stupid. I've heard that like everybody's in it. I've heard that like Batman is in it, Mad Max is in it.
Yeah. So the plot of it is LeBron James and his son get sucked into like a WB server somehow by like a rogue AI cartoon, and the AI is like holding LeBron's son hostage because he's trying to steal all of LeBron's Instagram followers.
Hell yes.
So for some reason, instead of just giving him his Instagram followers and being like, thank you for my son back, he's like, I need to go through all these movies on this server to try to find people to help me. And I guess he goes into the movie, like he goes into the MP4 of Space Jam.
So it's like the Page Master. It's like Tron.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing is like that guy.
It's Ready Player One too.
Yeah, it's Ready Player. Well, it's so in this movie for sure. In the reality of this movie, I guarantee you, Space Jam is a movie. Like there will totally be a scene where LeBron is showing his son Space Jam or so. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Which sucks. In Space Jam, you just went in a golf hole.
So much better.
That's all we needed.
And so true to the spirit of Looney Tunes. Actually, it's so funny. I'm pretty sure every single person who was still alive who worked on the original Looney Tunes was like disgusted by Space Jam when it came out.
Space Jam rocks.
So, you know what? I thought that it did. I rewatched it a couple years ago and I was like, damn, this movie does suck.
I mean, you got to watch it with a bunch of pals.
That's true.
It's not.
I was watching with a critical lens.
Yeah, it's not a sit in a wooden chair and look at the screen kind of
movie. Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Well, this just sounds like it's gonna be fucking. I mean, like, actually, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you who rocks in Space Jam is Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley has some of the funny, like when the Monstars take his powers, he goes to church and he promises God that he'll stop dating Madonna. That shit is very funny.
It's a good
Charles
bit.
Barkley's like pitch perfect. Yeah.
Damn, man, they really are like. Why do all? I feel like franchises used to never cross over, and that was fine for decades. Nothing ever crossed over. We were fine with it. Now everything's got to be 5 movies at the same time. It's despicable. Just let me see the rabbit's pussy.
I would trade it all.
I would trade it all. Yeah. Yeah,
dude,
it's like, so they're like, all right, so we're gonna make Space Jam 2. What did people like about the first movie? It's like, well, it had Michael Jordan and the hot rabbit that you want to fuck. It's like, all right, both of those gone. What do we do now?
Dude, I remember. You know what sucks?
We're gonna keep the title Space Jam, and Bugs Bunny's gonna be in it. Other than that, free reign.
Do you know how ignorant I am?
Let's hear it.
This is true. This is really, I forget which group chat I sent this to, but the morning that Kobe died, I texted one of my group chats and I was like, so does this mean that Space Jam 2 isn't happening? Because I genuinely thought Kobe was the one they picked for Space Jam. Now, what that says about me or many of my beliefs, I can't say.
Well,
but
maybe they'll make him one of the tunes.
Yeah.
They'll have him uncomfortably CGI'd like Bugs, where you can see all the hair and stuff.
Yeah, dude, Kobe needs to show up with a little golden harp and angel wings.
Yeah,
that'll be tight.
He's still a human, but like the way that Elmer Fudd is a human.
Yeah, right. He's in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. He's like he's like the dude who is half Toon at the Christopher Lloyd's character.
Yeah, yeah.
Where it's Kobe Bryant, but he just has like horrifying red eyes. After he crawls out of hell to help LeBron defeat the Instagram monster. Yeah, that'll be sick.
Yeah. He should at least be in it for like a cutaway gag. Like, you know?
Yeah.
He's inviting the cartoon maid into his room.
Yeah, Kobe, you know what? Kobe better be in this movie. That would be something I'm super pissed about. If they dedicate more screen time to Mad Max and Batman than they do to reanimating Kobe's corpse through the miracle of Chuck Jones animation.
Is it going to be Tom Hardy, Mad Max? How sick would it be if this was Mel's return to Mad Max is in Space Jam 2?
That would be fucking awesome. Dude, you know, it probably will be.
I would like buy a ticket to the movie every day and not even go. Like, I would just be like, I want them to have more of my money for this.
Finally, the 4th canonical Mad Max film. I've been waiting. I would be curious to see if like they actually do get fucking everybody, and if like some of it's even because like, dude, at this point, all bets are so off that like people will just say yes to that shit. Like, I would not be shocked if we go into Space Jam and there's an extended sequence where LeBron is like chained to the front of a Marauder's car, and he's like, "I gotta get back to the other movie." Like, you know.
But there's cartoons in that, like the Raiders are cartoons stealing his blood.
Yeah. What the fuck is this movie? I mean, watch it be incredible. Watch this be my favorite movie. Like, watch this be the best. Like, we're shitting on it. Wow, watch me watch it and just like love every single.
I hope that the original Lola is in the movie too.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Like the in this version of the canon, real Lola sees a clip of old Lola and she gets sad because she doesn't have hot titties.
Yeah. Yeah, they should work into the plot like how new Lola got a double mastectomy because her breasts were giving her back problems. like she like not even in even
she had stage 4 breast cancer.
Even in the
they gave her the mastectomy,
world,
but it had already spread. So this is like her make-a-wish that she gets to be an athlete.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I mean, if they want to make her a realistic WNBA player, they should be like, we need to get the team back together. And then when they go find her, she's playing at a WNBA game with like 11 people in the audience. She makes like, they give her a check for $70 after the game.
Holy shit. That's going to be so good.
She's like, and then the guys show up. She's like, oh, finally, real sports. I'm back. It's gonna be funny because it sounds like this is gonna be woke. They're probably gonna try to like insert WNBA player cameos, like the audience is gonna know who they are.
Oh, probably. Fucking why not?
Yeah,
I'm sure. On top of everything else, I'm sure that they'll do that. I mean, here's the problem, dude. I WNBA or NBA, I have as much of a chance of recognizing anybody in this movie who's not LeBron James. And even him, it's up in the air, because I thought it was fucking Kobe until Kobe died. Yeah, man. I mean, I guess, when does it come out? I'll see it. It'll be on fucking HBO Max. I'll watch it.
It probably will, yeah. I guess I'll have to see it.
I almost watched the fucking Tom and Jerry movie just because it's there, just because I can watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Man, if there are a few things that unite all of America across the entire political spectrum, and everybody... You survey 100 people on the street, 99 of them are horny for Lola Rabbit.
Oh, absolutely.
They decided to take away an equalizer like that in these turbulent times.
Right. How could they do it? Next thing you know, what they do, they're gonna watch. They're gonna fucking digitally. They're gonna re-edit. They're gonna George Lucas her out of the original Space Jam.
Yeah, yeah.
They're just gonna like Photoshop, like wipe her tits right out of the movie. Which will be really bad, because
then we're gonna have to like have our VHS tapes. It's like it's the Holocaust and we're hiding the Torah. It's like hidden inside a different book in the shelf.
Yeah, dude. We've got Lola Rat. We've got Space Jam tapes under the floorboards. Oh, damn. Could you imagine just, like, masturbating to pictures of Lola Rabbit by candlelight while jackboot thugs are stomping around a floor below you?
Yeah, that's in the diary, right? That's what Anne Frank was doing. She was jerking off to hentai specifically.
I mean, she was pretty much, kind of. I mean, she was jerking off to, like, a weird, like, isn't that where the song Two-Headed Boy, doesn't it come from her, like, a diary entry where she literally imagines the two boys she's interested in as, like, a two-headed being? And she's, like, sexually, like, she's, like, fantasizing about it?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird that, I mean, I guess, I haven't listened to it in a little bit. I guess of the music that I listened to when I was 17, that probably is one of the ones that holds up the most, but, like, good God, someone stop that man.
I mean, he stopped him, so what do you mean? Nothing's happening.
Like, honestly, Jeff Mangum should, at the very least, have to write, like, an essay about why what he did was wrong.
Yeah, what? What do you mean? Creating an album?
Being horny for Anne Frank.
Yeah, his wife looks like Anne Frank, too.
Writing an extremely horny album about Anne Frank.
Yeah, and it's horny in, like, abstract ways, too. Like, he's talking about, like, covering mountains with his cum, which is just like, all right, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and every time I listen to music like that, I just remember me being 17, like, driving my dad to the store, and that's playing, and my dad's just like, turn this shit off.
Well, why the hell would you play that for your father?
It's just what I had in the car.
Just don't turn the radio on. Don't listen to music. Sit in silence with your father like you're supposed to.
Look, I thought it was important to be consistent.
There's nothing there is nothing better. There's no more painful memory for me than, like, being on the family road trip, like, this is like 10th or 11th grade or something like that, and, like, getting my turn to put on music in the car, and just my parents just like gradually turning it down, but like not all at once. Like every couple minutes, they just turned it down a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, until it was totally inaudible for the rest of the car.
Yeah, I don't think that there's been a situation in my life where I was asked to pick the music and I didn't blow it.
Oh, dude, totally. Dude,
Especially like back when like dating like art hoes, they'd be like, "Put music on." It's like, Christ, well, this is gonna be a disaster.
I would do okay putting music on for art hoes, but it was I remember my the girl I was dating in high school.
Quick, pull out your phone, check best new music like while she's in the bathroom. Be like, Solange.
Number one, I love Solange. Number two, I didn't need to do that, bro. I was tapped in. I was tapped into what those girls want.
I know. We were tapped in.
I'm still semi tapped in. Okay, but I might have talked about this before. My girlfriend, it was some party in high school. She graduated. She was a year older than me, so it was like her graduation party, and her parents let us like put the music on, control the iPod, and we literally were playing like in the airplane over the sea, and her father like drunkenly, like just like your dad, her father like drunkenly came over to us, and he was like, "What the?" He's like, "Turn this shit off right now. I'm putting on Van Halen," and then he just put on. It was just he pulled the aux cord out of my iPod, went over to his stereo next to her, and then the like "Lay Your Hands on Me" started playing. It was so sick. We were banished from her own graduation party.
Gotta play Van Halen.
Dude, it was Van Halen for the next like 4 hours after he took control too. Her parents, I remember her parents would get so fucking drunk every time we were there. Like we would have to like get them McDonald's in the morning. we would have to her mother would be like laid out on the couch, and we would have to like get McDonald's for her hungover parents, and then like pick up the tomatoes and lettuce and shit that fell on the floor as they tried to eat McDonald's supine.
Damn. Yeah. So lettuce and tomatoes, so it's not even breakfast McDonald's.
No, it's late in the day. They're waking up at like lunchtime. We were getting them like quarter pounders and shit.
Jesus Christ. That's what would have happened if I had not quit drinking. Because if I had never quit drinking, I wouldn't have met Bae. Mm-hmm. That's what it's going to be like if I relapse. Yeah. Like I'm going to somehow drag her down with me. I'm going to turn her into an alcoholic too.
Yeah, oh yeah. Gosh, I hope you don't. Yeah, you might not have met this, but you might have met a different dysfunctional Bae that you would be.
Who would have been a way worse mother.
Oh yeah, dude. You'd be raising children in a small town, getting drunk, putting on Van Halen, puking McDonald's every Sunday morning.
Just getting fucked up and telling my children I shouldn't have had them. Just like wildly scarring shit. Just being like, fuck. I could have been a comedian. Just lies. I'm like, it was going to work out.
Oh, fuck. I mean, that would be really funny. In a macro sense. It might not be funny until you're on death's door and able to like look at life just completely zoomed out. You know what I mean? Just really take...
Yeah, it'd be really funny in that like split second between when I get hit by the car and I die.
Yeah, you take stock of how completely absurd your life was in like the truest sense, and you're like, oh, it was a pretty good bit, huh?
That was pretty sick.
Prognating in my state.
Yeah, what a good goof. I'm just looking through my son's medicine cabinet at all the pills he needs to take, and I'm like, great bit.
Yeah. That's the kind of, I mean, that would just be, that's the way, you'd be laughing like a monk at that point. It'd be very zen, accepting.
Yeah, in many ways I am like a monk.
You're like a monk.
Yeah. Dude, I've been feeling so religious this week.
Have you?
Yeah.
What got it in you?
It's because I watched The Last Temptation of Christ, which is like, I guess considered by many to be like a controversial, irreverent movie, but like the way that Marty directed the emotion of Christ and everything, I was just like, damn, it made me like really feel it and like really feel his sacrifice and his love.
Damn, dude. Ooh, you're fired up. Yeah, people, the religious people were not happy about that movie.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I guess, I mean, they hated it because he like fucks in his imagination, right? That's mainly it, or is it like more advanced than that, where they're like, Christ wasn't tempted at all?
It's the fact that it depicts it at all. Because a lot of them didn't see it. It's just like it's a blasphemous depiction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But even though if you watch the movie, you realize that it's not really happening.
Yeah. He Travis Bickles at the end of it, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, dude, Paul Schrader. I love that. Like Paul Schrader even bickled Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. Paul Schrader thinks there's one kind of guy, and it's Paul Schrader.
Yeah, I think I've seen all their collaborations now. I think.
Oh yeah, Bringing Out the Dead?
Yeah. How many are there? There's 4, right? Maybe there's one I haven't seen.
No, him and Marty, I think it's just Last Temptation, Taxi Driver, Bringing Out the Dead. I might be wrong. Maybe there's another one. Oh no, Raging Bull is the other one.
Oh, Raging Bull. Yeah, then I have seen them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome. Oh,
yeah,
dude.
he should have Jake LaMotta'd Christ, and he at the end he's just drunk doing stand-up comedy.
Well, did you finish what are you Bringing Out the Dead?
Yeah.
He should have done that in Last Temptation, where like Jesus just like pulls himself off the cross and starts singing opera. Like the Eye and the Japanese Sandman scene where like Nicolas Cage gets so high that he like pulls himself out of his fucking opioid trip. Should have been like that, dude.
Really, what a sick movie. I was not expecting The Last Temptation of Christ to be like a dude's rock movie. But I was just like, the end of it, I was just like, Jesus fucking pones.
Damn, that sucks.
Jesus is sick. Damn, how good is my God? Also, like, Willem Dafoe, odd choice.
Oh, he's great. That's what Carmela says in The Sopranos. She's like, I just couldn't buy it. It's like, come on.
You dumb bitch.
I love you. Yeah. Damn, you're fired up,
She's
dude.
playing Hillary in, you know how they turned the OJ thing into like an anthology series?
American Crime Story, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw that in my feed today. I'm like, yeah, that'll probably be. I mean, it depends on how they do it. Because, like,
I hope that they do, like, because the OJ one, they put in all little, like, whole bunch of, like, shoehorned in references to, like, contemporary shit. Like, it'd be sick if Trump's in it. If, like, they show her, like, eating cheese pizza, like, learning how to write an email for the first time.
So that's what I'm saying, because the guy who creates it's the same showrunner as American Horror Story, I think. And I'm like, look, he probably won't because he's like a liberal, I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. But I would love to see him American Horror Story out on the Hillary Clinton anthology. So where it's just like fully her in like a cloak with like a goat's head on, drinking blood. Like, that's what I want.
Just full Little Saint Wayne.
Full Little Saint Wayne.
Hire me for this series.
They hire you and Edie Falco leaves 2 days later.
Yeah.
They get fucking Frank Caliendo to play Hillary Clinton.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, it's very tasteful. It's like how in like the Sherlock show, they never show him smoking. They just show him like putting out the cigarette at the beginning of the scene or something. She's always just fucked a child, but we're too classy to depict it.
Yeah, you just see her discarding the lifeless body of babies every episode.
But it's like artfully lit. It's like silhouette.
Yeah. She's like it's like her closing the door on just a fucking pile of like there's just like light pouring in through the open door. You just see like a mass of like underage limbs and then it closes. Mm-hmm. She's like, Bill, sweetie, how are you?
Yeah.
Good morning.
So is this the third season? The second one was like some dumb crime no one ever heard of. The
assassination of Versace? Wasn't that it? What do you mean nobody's ever heard of that?
What the hell is that?
I want to say it was Versace, right?
Yeah.
He was that's
the clothes guy.
Gianni Versace. Yeah. He was assassinated. It's a crazy story.
For what?
It's actually By one of his lovers, I want to say.
What year was this?
Let me see. When was Gianni Versace assassinated? Let me see. No. He was a spree killer. It was a spree killer. Let me see. When does this take place? Yeah, it was in like the late 90s. Yeah, 97. People definitely heard of this one. This is supposed to be a good season too. This is supposed to be like the OJ one was okay, but this one was supposed to be really good. I did not see it.
Yeah, I mean I didn't see either really. I saw a little bit of the OJ thing. Mm-hmm. Do you think we're gonna see Bill Clinton get blown?
Oh, that would be tight.
That would be tight to see like high production value.
Yeah, dude.
It's Clive Owen, right? I think it's Clive Owen as Bill Clinton.
Oh, I can't wait to hear his voice. Clive Owen is another dude who fucking rules. That guy gives 110 even in like the worst roles. Yeah, I hope there's like a bunch of artful shots of like the stains on the dress.
Yeah. Well, I feel like with Bill and Hillary Clinton, I don't see how there's any way to like perform as them without it being like an SNL parody. So I'm assuming this is just going to be like wild. I'm kind of amped.
Yeah, dude. Well, like even Cuba as OJ. Cuba. Listen to how correctly I say his name. Even Cuba as OJ was like kind of wild. It was like kind of over the. I don't even know. It didn't even really remind me of OJ. You were just kind of watching Cuba Gooding Jr. like fall apart.
Well, to me now, like if I watch it now, I'd be like, why didn't he say hello, Twitter world?
Just as he takes the stand during the trial. Hello, Twitter world.
Hello, Twitter world. My friend Michael Jackson's in the news this week. I love when OJ weighs in.
Dude. Yeah. He's the only panel that we need. Mm-hmm. Oh, my... God damn it, you dumb fucking bitch of a cat just broke my fucking phone. Sorry. God, I can't believe she just did that. Yeah, she just knocked it off my bed. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to grab it really quick and make sure that it's not completely broken.
Damn, I bet it's so fucked. All right, Nick is walking over. He's bending over to pick it up. Ooh, look at that body language. He looks upset.
What?
How's the phone?
I mean, look, it's already super fucked up. I just need to know that it's not broken beyond repair.
Uh-huh.
It's fine. God, this is the second time. This is like the second time in 2 weeks that she's like had some freak out.
So what? After that breaks, what happens? Do you get like an iPod Touch?
Yeah. Basically, they don't even make those anymore.
Yeah.
I guess once this phone breaks, I'm just like, then I'm like,
what number iPhone is that?
It's a 7.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a 6. It's a 6. Yeah, it's a 6. No, I mean, when this phone breaks, I'm just going to start carrying my laptop with me everywhere that I go. I'll just call people on Skype. I'll just be like looking for like public Wi-Fi, just like sitting on. Like, if I want to get a hold of you, I have to like walk to like.
Yeah, you're gonna have like a big antenna that you extend.
Yeah.
You're like, see this? You're like, man, it's a fucking scam to pay for service. See, I'm calling you on the McDonald's down the block, and you're just like walking around with this like tipping over like antenna coming out of a backpack. Next, so your phone breaks, and then you just have one of those backpack phones from Vietnam.
That would be sick. I don't even know who I'm calling.
Yeah.
I just keep getting connected to like CB radios that are within my radius.
We should start. I've been meaning to rack us up some FCC violations.
Yeah, that would be sick.
We should start communicating only over FM.
I feel like we could. There's got to be a way that we could. Like, did you ever see this? That documentary about the Toynbee tiles.
No, I haven't.
Resurrect Dead. Well, anyway, Toynbee tiles, they're these things that, they're these tiles that are placed all over the East Coast. I think there's some in Brazil.
There's some in Philly. I've seen them.
Yeah, So this guy, I think he's dead now, and they think they know who it is, but they never verified it. He was just like this crazy guy, and he like cut out a panel in the bottom of his car that he was able to like put these down and lay them into the ground while he was driving with. But he also had his car outfitted with like this something that like disrupted like local radio stations and television channels. This was back, pre-digital. And he was just like interrupting people's like local broadcasts with like feeds of like radio broadcasts that he had recorded. That is what I want to do with Coward Hour. I want to get like a van with a big fucking antenna on it, like an FBI van, and just like drive through neighborhoods disrupting people's lives.
Oh yeah, just Max Headroom, Coward Hour.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what I want.
Yeah. Oh man, that's what when we start doing video again, that should be the setup. Is it's just you and me with like big sunglasses and weird 80s color palettes.
Yeah, it should be like fuzzy. It should look like the connection's bad.
Uh-huh.
Our voices should be pitched down. And it's not a bit. We just record like that from now on.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, everybody's like, "Is this the show now?"
Yeah.
Like,
I run the board to a pedal to the PC.
hell
So
yes.
there's no recording of it not like that.
Hell yes.
The goal is that now that we have a decent audience to just lose it.
Yeah. That always is what made sense to me.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I've been watching a lot of like Red Bar Radio, which is like bad. It's not good. But I do see it's because I was like, what?
And we should remind the listeners that I am the only comedian that Red Bar has ever spoken positively about.
Friend of the show, Mike from Red Bar.
It's just like, man, this fucking nerd loser geek like gay guy, whatever, and then he watches me tell a joke and he's like, all right, that's pretty funny.
He's never said that about anybody. I mean, there is the fact that he broadcasts for 8 hours a day, just like doesn't even take a breath, just nonstop shitting on people between like drinking glasses of whiskey. It is, especially when you realize I went back. Did you know that it started out as like a fairly like popular radio show, like mainstream radio show in Chicago? They had a comedy club. Pete Holmes was on it. Like Kyle Kinane was on it. His co-host was James Fritz, of all people.
I don't know who that is, but
he's like a super liberal, like alt comic.
Yeah. I love that Red Bar is basically just like apolitical Seth Simons. He's just like, no, I don't hate these comics because of who they associate with. I just hate comics, period.
He's like beyond right wing because like he is all about slurs, and I think he loves Trump, but I can't tell. But he also hates God and hates the military. Like there was one, he dug up some picture of Jeremiah Watkins' dad, and Jeremiah Watkins' dad, he's like I'm a veteran, I'm a churchgoer, and Red Bar's like, oh, listen to this guy, he served our country, he goes to church, I hate this bastard. Like
just finding home videos of comedians' fathers.
Red Bar goes deep. So like the whole thing with Red Bar is at one point it was like in 2010, 2011, it was a fairly popular show. Comedians were on it. They had a very successful comedy club. They were putting out CDs, and then it disappeared. And then like it came back like 6 years later. Everybody's gone. It's just Red Bar in his penthouse with his girlfriend, who you assume he's got like chained to like her station, and it's just nobody's there. He's not calling anybody. Nobody will talk to him. It's just him choosing people to destroy and destroying them mercilessly, and he does it pretty well. And I'm just looking at the trajectory of this, and I'm like, yeah, I could see myself just like Red Barring out, just like just going full Red Bar in like 10 years.
Yeah, you should start Red Barring, but it's like just with comics on our level. You're just going after people with like 4,000 Twitter followers, and you're like, the thing about this bitch. This bitch, she thinks she can go around town doing the same 5 minutes at every mic with her midriff hanging out. Well, we see you, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to do it with Ian Russo. Just like, Ian Russo, everybody. Oh, no, Ian, what are you getting into this week? Ian. Because that's the best. Dude, the best thing about it is the way...
He's like, it like hurts his soul. He like he wishes that you were better.
He talks like if you knew that he was disappointed in you, it would matter to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's all. I mean, it's
we got to get Ian on this show.
I'm all. Yeah, that would. I mean, that could again. I still say that could go maybe a segment. You know what I mean? I don't know if I want to. I don't want to make anybody listen to an hour of Ian. Even Ian doesn't make people listen to an hour of Ian. His podcast is like 3 minutes long or some shit, right?
Yeah. I love how little self-reflection some people have done over the pandemic.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah. Just like, well, clearly everything was going right before this. So I should do whatever I can to replicate my life from then and then continue to make the same choices afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, like, I think that the reason why some people are able to do that is because they haven't the pandemic hasn't put them in as hairy of a financial situation as it has us. So they literally did just get like
night and day, let me tell you.
So yeah, they're able to just have fucking fun and keep doing what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
yeah,
it must be nice.
I once asked Ian, I was like, "What do you do for a living?" And he was just like, "I'm Jewish." I'm like, "What?
Really?"
I'm like, "Why would you say that?"
That's so unhelpful.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Ooh, when the elders of Zion hear about that, they're not going to be happy.
It's like really tipping your cards there, man. Like me, a non-Jew, I'm like, whoa, that's offensive, buddy.
That's a hilarious answer. Damn, maybe Ian rules.
He says it like shrugging. He's like, Jewish.
So it wasn't even clear if he was joking.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's so fucking funny. I can't wait to see him again. Somebody found him and posted him on like the Coward Hour subreddit.
I love that.
Like, yeah, I was like, I don't know if I want more of that or less of that, but whatever. We'll go till he finds out.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I feel bad now, dude. It's funny. You have me doing this like late when I'm sleepy. Because we had to change schedule. I feel bad for making you do it at like 11 p.m. whenever we did it like however many weeks ago that was. Because I'm just like, god damn.
Oh,
this is topsy turvy. Oh no. You're fine. We should start recording this like crack of dawn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, instant we wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what we should do. We should both take a bunch of melatonin and stay up for like a couple hours, then record.
Oh, so we're just like we're just like on the threshold of like
we're
dreams?
just like in a waking dream.
Oh, that would be.
I'm
sick.
talking like a lot of melatonin, like to the point where it's Ambien.
Let's do. Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't we do like Lunesta and like I don't know, pills or something. Just do like Lunesta and meth.
You know that like that old like I feel like I always saw this posted on like Dig. Remember that website where it's like artist does a self-portrait on every drug. I feel like we should do that with podcasting.
I feel like if we gave you every drug and had you draw self-portraits, every single one would be you blowing your brains out with a different gun.
Yeah. I also still can't draw. So it's like all different fucked up stick figures. Then like the last one I just write, I want to die.
It's a stick figure. It's a stick figure blowing his brains out, and there's an arrow that says Brendan, and then there's like. And then there's like a crowd of other stick figures cheering, and the arrow just says "My friends and family." The sun is giving like a thumbs up.
Yeah. Yeah, I make it real dark. I have kids. I draw Bae pregnant, but she's also clapping.
Yeah. Yeah, let's fucking do that, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I never
what do you think
that.
what do you think the worst drug would be? I feel like coke would be a nightmare, I'm sure.
To do art on?
I'm talking like we'd do a podcast episode on every drug. I think coke would be a nightmare because you would just be like, I don't like this. This is boring. And I would be
sucks.
like on a completely other like plane of existence. Just like
yeah, you would be the dynamic would be off.
Yeah.
Acid would be interesting because I would wonder I would be curious as to how much I feel like the audience would only get like every 10th thought You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I would be positive it was like a great episode, and then listening back, I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't say most of it.
It'd be like you doing stand-up when you're nervous, where you just like you skip like whole halves of sentences, like
Yes.
say the punchline first, and everyone's like, what?
Dude, but you know what? That's just, again, when you have a mind that's Eastern the way I don't. My mind doesn't work linearly. All right, it's more of a spiral pattern. I mean, some people say that's actually how you should look at time in the universe. Who am I to, you know?
Yeah, when Nick looks at his set list, it's just like the birds in a spiral from True Detective.
That's right.
You're like, oh, that joke next.
That's right. There was a really sick movie called Dust Devil that Richard Stanley, actually, he's really good. He directed, and the whole point of the movie is that you don't know this unless you listen to the commentary, but the timeline is not linear. Like, time is a spiral, according to him. So, like, throughout the movie, as the characters are going through the movie, like, the setting that they're in is actually, like, aging and then de-aging. So, like, the cars become more modern, like, as they go through the movie. It's really weird, but I was just like, damn, that's how my brain works. I was my favorite movie for a while because I was like, dude, time is a spiral.
We should do an episode on Salvia. It's just like a little bit of chit chat and then extended silence.
Salvia sucks. I hate that. The last time I did Salvia, I thought somebody was like cleaving my face in half, and then it was like folding inward onto
Does anyone
itself.
do Salvia other than like teens?
I was basically a teen. I think I was like 21.
Yeah, because I remember like in my late teens, a bunch of friends of mine, everybody went off to college and started smoking salvia.
Yeah, salvia. I remember like my parents went away. It was like one of the first times they left me home, and like the minute they were out of the house, I was on Facebook Messenger asking who could get me salvia.
You can buy it.
At that time in Maryland, you couldn't.
Damn.
Yeah.
Why would anyone continue doing it after it was illegal?
I don't know, because they wanted to get high. I bought it from some fucking kids. I'm lucky they didn't mug me, but I bought it in front of like Geno's Cheesesteaks, and they just gave it to me in like a cigarette carton. And I went up into my dad's room, and I just like in the computer room, and I just like smoked all the salvia all night out of a one hitter, and did not once have a good time.
Damn, so you were like going back in.
I was like, I thought maybe I'd get better.
Guy cleaves your face open, then you come back to and you're like, I'm going to give him a piece of my mind. And then you hit the pipe again.
I thought it was like slots. I thought eventually I would have a good trip. You know what I mean?
I can empathize with that.
Of course you can.
Yeah. Get drunk, dial up some nightmare girl, be like, maybe tonight will be good.
Oh, yeah. Well, bringing another physical person into the situation, that's dicey.
Yeah.
That's
I feel
brave
like,
of
so if we did an episode drunk, I feel like it would be like a sick, awesome time for like 45 minutes, and then I would like cry at the end.
Well, we would just have to be a shorter episode. I keep thinking about, since we've been doing these at home, I keep thinking about like one of these days I'm just going to go out and get like some beer and just like hop on here a little buzzed.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like, what else am I doing?
Do you remember you used to do that like the very early episodes? You'd always try to drink a beer, but like you never drink, so it's always kind of weird.
Oh, I do kind of remember.
Yeah, there
that.
were like 3-4 early episodes where you like brought a beer into my room. And then like also
that's so disrespectful.
Yeah, you'd bring a beer in my room and then just like not finish it, but also not take it with you. So then you'd leave and I'd just be in my room with an open beer.
I remember that.
Very rude.
I was just leaving open containers in your room.
You're like, okay, good night.
I'll leave you two alone. Oh man, that's fucked up.
I'm just looking at it. I'm an alcoholic, so I'm like, how do you not finish a beer? One beer is like no beer.
I don't like it that much, dude. Beer is Xanax that they just Drinking a beer is like having a really stretched out Xanax in my mind. It's like it does the same thing, but it tastes like something, and I have to swallow it. It's just annoying.
Yeah. Oh, they put me back on that pretend Xanax.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be going okay. I guess like whatever like Obamacare like Zoom doctor I was talking to before was prescribing it wrong, where she was like, just take it when you feel nervous. But apparently that doesn't work at all. You're supposed to take it like twice a day at the same times.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Doctors are... I feel like I've never had a bad experience or gotten good advice from like a non-mental health doctor. Anything about like my blood pressure or like my joints, anything like that. All rock solid advice. But I feel like a good 50% of the mental health professionals who have helped me over my life have just been very wrong.
Yeah, dude, I feel like being a therapist or a psychiatrist it's like being a vet in the 30s, where it's just like confidence.
Yeah,
just be confident. You know. Well, I'm glad that it's going better. Because yeah, dude, it's like if it's not Xanax, if it doesn't have, I don't know, because what's the active ingredient in it? Do you know? Is it like an SSRI?
I don't know. I don't think it is similar to Xanax at all. I think it's just in a bar.
Well, so that's what I mean. Yeah, like if it's not Xanax, if it's like an SSRI or like a medicine that you have to have in your system, you can't just take it whenever you feel like it.
It does work on serotonin. I remember that because I was like, is it an SSRI? And he's like, it does work on serotonin, but not in the same way as Zoloft. So you shouldn't have any further sexual issues.
Ooh,
yeah.
I want to try one of these.
Dude, I'm glowing. I switched to I feel like I talked smack on Blue Chew a couple episodes ago.
Ooh.
But I switched to from the Viagra to the Cialis.
Yeah.
Yeah, which works way better for me cuz like the Viagra you got to take like 30 minutes before fucking. So you really got to be like confident. You got to be like I'm going to fuck imminently. I got to take this. And that's not really how I work.
No.
I like to
be prepared.
I like to have a wide window where I can ease myself in.
Well, see, that's why, because I borrowed your Viagra equivalent, and it didn't do anything, but I hear the Cialis is better.
Well, that is my experience, because I took the Cialis, I don't want to dox Bay's business too much, but I was like a little bit horny, you know? So I was like, I'm kind of horny.
Nice.
Maybe I'll take a Cialis and go bother Bay.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Just start poking her?
Yeah, so I took a Cialis, went over. Just like... And I don't know, like, I thought that the Cialis would just make your dick harder, but I think it made me hornier, too. 'Cause she's like... I go over, she's still trying to work. I'm like... just like groping her.
You're like, excuse me.
It's so funny, like, I don't want to say exactly what she does or anything or, like, who she works for, but, like, she's doing, like, important work for, like, a recognizable company, and I'm just, like, grabbing her.
You're like, honey.
I'm just like, hey, her unemployed loser boyfriend is just like, hey, can you please stop doing your successful thing right now? I'm just gonna be doing some monkey business back here.
Yeah, you need to be milked like a cow. Yeah, see, I should have
louied her. I should have let her work and just whipped it out. You're allowed to louis someone if you're in love.
It's that was funny.
Was his mistake.
I have had people that I'm in love with explicitly tell me that. I'll never forget I had a girlfriend who told me that, like, if I wanted to have sex and she didn't want to, she was like, would you have sex with me if you wanted to and I didn't want to? And I was like, of course not. And she's like, oh, well, just so you know, you can. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Like,
yeah, I don't think that's true at all.
No, I think it's it felt like some kind of trap. Definitely.
Honestly, it sounds like she has a rape fetish and she was trying to, like, get you to like read through the lines and, like, act it out without. I've dated that kind of girl before where she's like She's like, well, I don't want a safe word. It's like, well, we're gonna have one.
Yeah.
So
where I operate with a safe word right now. I don't know. I mean, maybe it was. It's weird. The vibe was different than that, especially because like I knew somebody who had a rape fetish.
Yeah, I had a girl. She she was basically like, she got mad at me because I was supposed to piece together that I was supposed to like threaten to come in her without doing it.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, well, how would I have figured that out?
Damn.
I'm not in the habit of just like lying to you, being like, I'm gonna come at you. Aha! I got you. Whoops, I didn't. Keep you guessing.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna fucking trap myself with a baby. I'm gonna get stuck with you.
Yeah. I'm gonna have you as my Shutter Island wife. You're gonna drown our kids.
Oh, so sick.
Mm-hmm.
So sick. That's all you can hope for. Yeah, no, it's definitely weird. A little, I mean, here's the thing with that, like a little communication goes a long way.
Yeah, you're gonna abuse our kids so CPS comes, but then also accuse me of rape so I don't get custody either, and then the kids just go to foster care. Ooh.
Damn. Ooh, damn. That's a hot fantasy. That's actually the hottest fantasy that I could imagine, is just me being freed of all responsibility. me coming so hard that I don't have to think about anything. I lose my kids, I go to jail. Great, no more thoughts. That's perfect. I have successfully drifted into the gutter lane of life. Like,
yeah, those guys like because there are guys like that where you're just like, oh, you have kids? It's like, yeah, I never see them. I'm like, well, where are they? So they're like, Georgia. It's like, well, what are you doing here? Open mics? It's like, I wish I could be that selfish.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, you do. It's like, again, I guess like self-centeredness can be its own kind of bliss. I'm sure you have a moment at the end where you go, oh no, where you really realize how bad you fucked up. But it must be nice.
It must be nice.
It must be really nice. I can't wait to throw my life away to go back to doing open mics at 45. I hope
when
they
you're
open up
45,
back
Nick,
soon.
we're going to throw our lives away to start doing open mics again in like 6 months.
Oh, probably sooner. I've already been getting invites to like outdoor mics, and I'm like, yeah, I'll go fucking do that. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
I think I might have another scheme.
Oh.
I shouldn't even talk about this on air, but I think I might have another scheme to get the vaccine early. This one, I can't even talk about a little bit, but let's just say we'll know very soon.
All right. Well, if you think it's going to work, tell me. Help me.
If it's one of the things where if it works, it's a really an only me thing. It's not a deal I could hook somebody else up with. Right. I should not even be talking about this right now.
We're gonna rob CVS.
There may be some fudged paperwork involved. I don't know. I can't really talk about it. It's not. I'm not at the controls here, but I am along for the ride.
Well, I saw that they are. Here's what I assume it is. I assume you're gonna like Johnny Knoxville the Ringer it, where like they like all retarded people are in like one of the tiers now.
Oh hell yeah!
So if we can get ourselves like on paper retarded, we can get the shot.
I'm telling you, you let me show
up. They should make
a
sequel to The Ringer, and that's the plot.
Well, what I wish that I had, even if you just get one of the one shots, so like the new Johnson & Johnson, which is like 70% effective, even if you get just one of the Moderna shots without the follow-up, that's actually better than one Johnson & Johnson, because it's 80% with just one shot versus the Johnson & Johnson, which is 70 with the only shot. So I'm like, maybe I'll go back and try to like, just like show up and see if they have any extra vials again, like I did it at the beginning of the month or a couple months ago. But the other thing, what you're saying, maybe I'll bust out my cargo pants and my fucking non-slip kitchen shoes, get one of my dirty anime shirts, you know, let the mustache grow out, let the hair grow out, just show up, look at my feet the whole time. They'll probably usher me in and give me a shot.
I'll meet up with you. I'll just comb my hair straight forward.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
Wear one of my in denial about being fat t-shirts.
Dude, let your belly hang out.
Yeah.
Like, for real. And you know what? You should stand in line, like, with a hot dog in each hand. If they try to take them away from you, just like, he'll just like, no. Just like, hang on to those hot dogs.
Hell
dude.
yeah.
You gotta commit.
I show up wearing light up shoes. It's just light up shoes, sweatpants, a Sonic the Hedgehog t-shirt.
We have to have, we gotta
No,
have music.
I'm gonna wear the Chris Chan rugby shirt.
Hell yes, dude.
We're both wearing the same rugby shirt.
And we both just have our phones hooked up to speakers, and we're just playing the Sonic Adventure soundtrack, just like fucking just blaring, listening to Crush 40 in the fucking line.
We're doing pro wrestling to each other in the line.
Yeah, we're just peanut butter falconing in the line. Oh, that's so fucking sick. That is, and this is what I'm saying. Even if it only works for one of the shots, we're good. We're 80%. That's incredible.
We're 80% there. Yeah.
Yeah, what's 80%? No, it's 80% effective against catching COVID, even just one. So I'm like, okay,
I'll take
it, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Maybe that'll be my scam to get booked when this is all over. When comedy comes back, I just go on stage with like the big like bubbles from Trailer Point glasses, and I'm just like, so I'm retarded.
You just look like
so
Professor
that's a thing. I just do like alt comedy about being retarded.
Oh, that's
so I
awesome.
was having the sex as you do with another retarded person.
That's awesome. That's what you have. Yeah, you got to go full Coke bottom glasses.
Me and 6 other boys were all having sex with the one retarded girl that we know.
Jesus Christ.
Apparently that happens. I've heard that happens because there's like way less Down syndrome girls.
Really?
So if like I've heard the stories of like caretakers like coming back into the room and just finding like Jesus Christ.
They're just running a retarded train on these Down syndrome girls.
Yeah, God bless them.
Maybe, dude. Maybe if we take enough vaccine, we can actually just like I feel
Just
like if
get
we just like
retarded.
yeah, dude. Like I'm just saying, like stick me with like 30 vaccines, mix them all up. I just grow like 50 extra chromosomes.
Yeah, they give us the COVID vaccine. We're like, got any others? They're like, I guess I can give you polio again.
They bring it. You know when you get like the beer tasting thing at a restaurant, they bring out the vaccines on like the wooden paddle, come in little mini shots. That's what I want.
It's like imagining retarded all comedy.
Hell yeah, dude.
What about retarded Def Jam comedy?
Oh, that would be incredible.
That's a rich vein.
No. I ain't scared of y'all, motherfuckers. I ain't scared of y'all, motherfuckers. He's got his blankie with him.
Yeah.
He plugs a nightlight in. I ain't scared of y'all, motherfuckers. I mean, dude, let's be honest. Bernie Mac is fucking dressed like he has Down syndrome in that. He has like pants that have himself like airbrushed on them, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
He's just, that is like, yeah, there's a crossover. Like, dude, retarded, they're perfect for Def Jam comedy. You tell them it's like, yeah, all right, you guys can sit down. You don't have to stay in your seats. We're not really strict on that rule. You can get up, run around if you want. And whoever's on stage gets to dress like a genie. And we're going to play jock jams for you guys in between each set. Yeah.
God damn. I wish I was a Def Jam comedian so bad. I want to go up and just like the first 45 seconds of my set are just dancing.
Yes, dude.
That shit rules.
Yeah. just like coming out, just like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I mean, it's especially better if the first 45 seconds of your set are dancing and you can't dance like you or me.
Uh-huh.
But you're just hyping them up anyway. You're just fucking... Dude, I would love to come out and just do dice, just do like the dice roll for like a minute and a half before I even touch the microphone stand. That would be sick.
I thought you meant dice, like come out and light a cigarette indoors.
No, I do that too. Yeah, fuck it, both of them. I come out dressed as Andrew Dice Clay, smoking and dancing salsa to the best of my ability.
Yeah, I want to start just like operating like I'm on Chappelle level. I'm just like doing 3 minutes at the Flappers bar and I light a cigarette.
You have an army jacket with like your name on it.
Yeah, but I'm just coughing so bad. At the beginning of every set, I light a cigarette, cough my guts out, and then just like put it out and put it back in the pack.
Yeah. That's awesome. Oh. Yeah, that's dude, again, fake it till you make it. We just have to start acting like we're Chappelle. What's the worst thing that could happen? I mean, everybody's gone. All the big comics are gone.
Yeah,
we just got to show up at the store and start big dicking it. Like
I mean, the way that if extrapolating from the data I have, by the time the clubs are open again, everyone currently passed at the Comedy Store will be in jail for child pornography.
Yeah, that's right.
They'll find a video of like all of them raping. Like all in one frame.
Yes, dude. It's
like, did you ever see that? This was like an old school porn video, or it was like the world record for the most people fucking, and it's like 1,000 Japanese people all doing the same positions in like a grid.
No, I have not seen this.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was more famous. I don't know.
No, I mean, I'm intrigued. It sounds fucking wild.
It's not good to beat off to, but it is interesting. It's that, but with every paid regular and a 17-year-old girl.
Yeah, already. Just to go back to that, the world record for people fucking, I feel like if you zoom out on that many people having sex, you're right, it's not porn, it's just like fractals. You're just like, well, how the fuck?
Yeah.
What am I even supposed to get hard to? But yeah, that with comedy would be. Or that with the comedians at the store, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all get caught at once, and then they all like cram their way into a single YouTube apology video.
Yeah,
it's basically it's literally you know the pictures on the posters at the Laugh Factory where it's every comedian who's ever been there like photoshopped on. That's the video. It's just like a sea of faces, just like we're sorry,
we are so sorry,
we are so sorry.
Ooh, you know how we can clear up some stage time? Is we just need to raise the money to like open a daycare center across the street from the Comedy Store.
Oh yeah,
and then they just lose all their comics. They're like, sorry,
right.
Megan's Law, I can't be within 200 yards of that.
Damn, that's really smart, Barn Dog. That's very smart.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, we would then have to run a daycare center.
Well, we wouldn't have to run it well.
That's right. We just open it. That's right. Yeah, as long as there's one kid there. It's just got to be one kid.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, fuck. One of us, you know what? I'd be willing to contribute a kid. I'd get somebody knocked up just to have a kid that we keep in the daycare center.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or like you and I need to have babies and we wear them on like baby Bjorns, and then we just like walk in to sign up for potluck, and Dalia
yes,
and Jeff Ross and everybody are like backing away. Like,
yeah, dude.
Like like they're a vampire. We're holding up a cross.
That's awesome. Yeah, our babies just have like restraining orders like taped to the front of their stomachs.
Jeff Ross was a weird Me Too. He got Me Too'd by like the girl started like a Facebook page, right?
Oh, did she? I thought it was like tweets.
I think Jeff Ross, the girl started like a Facebook like fan page for her getting Me Too'd. Something weird.
That's wild. Is she a comic?
No, it's just like some girl who like he went on a date with, he like took her to like a wedding when she was like 15 or something.
I mean that is a wild move.
But it was like that came out like the same week as the Dalia thing, so I think people were just like, all right, it's kind of difficult to even unpack, so we're just gonna
I thought
we're gonna go for the easy kill.
I thought the Jeff Ross accusations were like a year before Dalia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think that maybe it came back up in the news, but like Jeff Ross got Me Too'd before Dalia.
Oh, he did? I didn't hear about it the first time, I guess. God,
But
the,
it
the
was about a
timeline of this
15-year-old.
Dalia thing is so funny. Where it's like he gets Me Too'd, waits 9 months, and he's like, "All right, it's time to come back." And then he puts out the video, and then immediately gets sued for child pornography. Puts out the video. Sorry guys, I was getting too much pussy. Things got a little out of hand with all the pussy I was getting. I'm so sorry. And then he's like, I think that went pretty well. And then just, excuse me, are you Chris D'Elia? Yes, I am. You've been served.
Does D'Elia? Does he address the fact that like is he married or is he single?
I don't know.
I think he's married. Or no, he was married. I think he has kids. Let me see. Nope, he doesn't. What am I saying? So never mind anything.
If he
I
has
just said.
kids, I bet they're like 25. The man's got to be like 60, right?
He is 40. Damn, I would have thought he was like in his mid-50s. See?
I guess all the stress of possessing all that child pornography ages you.
He must have read Mao Zedong's biography or whatever, where like bathing in the juices of young lovers keeps you young, or whatever he believed. Doesn't work out. As it turns out, you've pickled yourself, Chris. You look horrible. Now I feel like Red Bar. I mean, look at this guy. He's disgusting. Bags under his eyes. Get some sleep, Chris. That's what see, I want to do this so bad. Oh yeah, no, he does. Does he have kids? Because here he is on Instagram. I left my son's sippy cup at my parents' place. So maybe he has a son.
Yeah, I guess he has a son.
Yeah, his mom's a grandma. Okay, so he has a son. All right, Chris, what are you doing? Come on, man. Come on, dude.
Yeah. Those are like serious charges.
They're they're definitely serious. Yeah.
I know it's a civil suit, but like, damn.
It's not an accusation that anybody wants to catch, or one that's even remotely defensible. Yeah, he's also it's just like the dude
It's gonna be
is
funny
so...
if he gets off and then he tries to Louis it, where he's like, he's running a new hour and he's like, so how were your years? Pedophile! I'll kill you!
Yo, I just found
This is like throwing like bottles.
I was watching the Allen v. Farrow doc, which sent me down a Woody Allen. I was like, hey, it's time for me to read about Woody Allen again. And then I somehow got onto Woody Allen and Louis C.K. Did you know that in I Love You, Daddy, Louis C.K. approached Woody Allen to play the director who had been accused of sexual misconduct? Like, it was going to be Woody Allen playing himself, and Woody Allen was obviously horrified that Louis would ask him to do that. But there was just a part of me just like, what the? It's like, it is one of those things where it seems like Louis was like trying to get caught. Do you know what I mean? It's so
There's
fucking...
a lot of that with Louis. Like he had that episode of his show where like one of the sketches is him like forcing Pamela to kiss him by backing her into a corner.
That's right. Or even when he was on fucking Colbert and he talked about forcing Stephen Colbert to like watch him jerk off in the closet. And you're just like, just chill out for a minute, man. Like, I thought this was supposed to be your big secret. Yeah.
Louis
that stuff
the
is
king.
insane.
The goat. That's how much comedy sucks. Is it's like, oh, that guy? Yeah, a personal hero of mine.
Yeah. Best to ever do it. Best to ever do it.
It's him and the black guy who cannot stop talking about how he hates trans people. Honestly, if I could have lunch with two people living or dead, them. 100%.
Totally. That would be awesome. That would be a wild lunch. The takes at that lunch would be unrivaled. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what's funny? You think about like living or dead, like who, like, you know, you'd think like, okay, top of my list, I probably want to have lunch with like Orson Welles. But second is definitely like the only things I don't know the dude's name anymore. Just like hilarious black comics that I've seen at like open mics. I just want to be like, please have lunch. Please talk to me. Like,
so Nick's list: Orson Welles, and then any black guy,
any black comic who's funny. Like, Rob Hayes, please have lunch with me. You have to. Make-A-Wish is here.
Just imagine eating lunch with a black person. I'd love to, but it's against the law.
Yeah, that's right.
They
That's
won't
right.
seat us at the restaurant.
Yeah. They have to put they've got to put like a special equator on the table. And his hand can't cross the line.
They give him a menu with smaller print, just inconvenience him.
They give him a menu in Braille.
Man, what
Like,
the
what?
hell is this?
Like, what? You can read this, right? That would be awesome. Yep, that would be awesome. That's what I just said. Yeah, it's a segregated restaurant. That would be tight.
That would be so sick.
Yeah.
Sorry, I spaced out. I was trying to write a Def Jam bit about Braille. Motherfucker, your book has goosebumps. That must be a scary ass story. That's not bad for 5 seconds.
No, it's pretty good, dude. That's pretty good. How long?
Oh, we're at an hour 11. Sorry.
Oh, let's I'm pooped. Let's call it.
All right.
Can we call it?
Yeah. Just so everybody knows, next week we're actually because scheduling has been kind of tough. It's hard to schedule guests on the weekends. We are switching the release schedule. So now the free episode is going to be earlier in the week, and the bonus episode is going to be later in the week. So if you do not subscribe to our Patreon, you should do that, because we have, at this point, there are...
You want to know how many patrons?
We are at 32 bonus episodes that you have not heard before. $5 a month. Very great deal.
Yeah, plus the original 50.
Plus the original 50.
Thereabouts. Some are missing, but
Yeah. But yeah, hell yeah. All right. Good night, Nicholas.
See you, buddy. Bye.
Knock, knock, open up, it's me, the crazy, shady, faded fucker, so rock the G. See you lady, make a baby, lead her on in peace. Only time I give a fuck is for my own release. That's why I own these streets. Straight up, portfolio showing growth, fuck a pay cut. Yeah, you know I stay slut. Catch me in the spot, looping up for the self-suck. Oh fuck, I busted already, I'm coming bucket so heavy. My dream of cream coming steady, now my mouth open, I'm ready. I'm talking solo, heavy petting on a Friday night. That's talking bashing the bishop, more like Nantucket's delight. I'm taking all the time I need to do it just right. Got my candles in the fishnets cause it's on tonight. Oh, that's right, it's time to fillet. No need to debate me, I suck until I go ooh-wee and spray my white pee-pee. I got that ski.